When you are big, you are big. The Super Eagles of Nigeria just show the Algerian national team that we are far bigger than them. You see, football, if you don't big, you don't big. Super Eagles of Nigeria just show Algeria say we big past them. And that's just what we did in the field of play. Our game against Algeria became the easiest game we have played in this competition so far. To me, this is the easiest game we have played, despite the hype that comes with it, despite the high-flying form that Algeria actually came with into this game. The Super Eagles of Nigeria made it look more simple than anything. Our game against the Mambas of Mozambique was even more difficult than this. Forget about the scoreline. Forget that we put 4 past the Mambas of Mozambique and 2 against Algeria. The Super Eagles of Nigeria were just a class. They dominated the play from start to finish against the Desert Foxes of Algeria. The Desert Foxes of Algeria were no match to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The more reason I started by saying when you are big, you are big. So far in this competition, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have gone to show that we are the best team in the tournament and we are actually the team to beat. The win against the Desert Foxes of Algeria tonight is a huge statement to the host nation that we will be meeting in the semi-final clash. I think what the Super Eagles did tonight, it was just it was a show of class against the Desert Foxes of Algeria. The tactical display of the players was top-notch. Masterminded by Eric Schell. The Super Eagles was a delight and a joy to watch. Look at how we took the Algerian national team to the cleaners. One team that people have actually been shouting and giving credit to due to their performance in the group stage. I saw their weakness when they actually played against Democratic Republic of Congo. That it took them 120 minutes to actually get the job done against DR Congo. That was why I know that we are going to defeat the Desert Foxes. The Super Eagles of Nigeria were class. From the goalkeeping, the defense, the midfield, the attacking line. Algeria were no match to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And tonight, what the Super Eagles of Nigeria did was just excellent. It was a flawless victory from start to finish. From the blast of the whistle to the final whistle, the Super Eagles of Nigeria were class. They actually showed class, dominated play from every department of the game. The statistics actually gone to show that all. Super Eagles of Nigeria had 13 shot attempts at goal, 5 shots on target, and from there 2 goals actually came out. While the Desert Foxes had only 3 shot attempts at goal, 2 off target, 1 block shot, and there was no shot on target. The Super Eagles of Nigeria were excellent tonight. They made football look very, very simple. And lots of players actually showed themselves. Victor Osimhen, the big man in front of the defense line of the Algerian national team, was a delight to watch. Victor Osimhen was a delight to watch. Look at the opening goal. Beautiful cross from Bruno Onyemachi and an excellent heading from Victor Osimhen. Gave Super Eagles the lead in the second half, and Super Eagles went up 1-0. 10 minutes later, selfless display from Victor Osimhen led the ball across to Ako Adams. Ako Adams rounded Lucas Zidane, slots the ball into an empty net. The same Lucas Zidane that they never actually allowed us to hear anything, that he is yet to concede a goal in the competition so far. That the only goal Algeria have actually conceded in the competition was the goal against Equatorial Guinea, and it was even their third goalkeeper that was in between the stick. And look at the same Lucas Zidane tonight. The Super Eagles of Nigeria actually took them to the cleaners. And Lucas Zidane were now looking like the third choice goalkeeper that actually kept against the Equatorial Guinea. What a display it was by the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Kudos to Bruno Onyemachi, talking about the left back. Took Riyad Mahrez to the cleaners. He actually told Riyad Mahrez, guy, you are old enough to be a grandpa. And Bruno Onyemachi actually made Riyad Mahrez 35 years old to actually show on his face. That was what Bruno Onyemachi did in that game. Take him out of the game, and early in the second half, Riyad Mahrez was substituted. We want to talk about right back, Bright Osai Samuel. Bright Osai Samuel put up the man of the match performance in this game tonight. even though he went out of the game with a cramp. But I just hope it gets better before the semi-final clash against Morocco. The same thing with the team captain, talking about Wilfred Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi was rock solid in the middle of the park. I mean, trying to maintain and give the needed shield the defense line actually needed. Talking about the defense line, Kelvin Bassey, the beast, rock solid, stamped his authority in the art of the defense of the Super Eagles and never allow any threat from the Algerian attacker. The more reason the Super Eagles of Nigeria actually kept clean sheet. His pairing with Simi Ajayi was top notch. The Super Eagles of Nigeria all round tonight was class. Ademola Lookman, Ako Adams, Alex Iwobi, these players were just at the best, were just at their best tonight. And what the Super Eagles did tonight, it was a delight. It was a delight. The Algerian national team look very, they look very, 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 the Algerian national team look very easy to beat. The toughest match we have played so far in this competition, to me, was our second group games against Tunisia. Even though the game as well looked very easy, having gone 3 goals up and allowing the Tunisian national team to come into the game with 2 goals, that was where it became that was where the game became a little bit more tougher. But then the game tonight against the Desert Foxes, the Super Eagles of Nigeria showed class. It shows we are far bigger than them. I never see anything like a revenge mission now going into this particular game. The Super Eagles of Nigeria stamped their authority in the game, took the Desert Foxes of Algeria to the cleaners by defeating them at Marrakesh by 2 goals to nothing. Goals from Victor Osimhen and Ako Adams was just enough to seal a semi-final place for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We just have to give credit to Eric Shell talking about the Super Eagles of Nigerian head coach. The game against the Desert Foxes tonight was his 20th game since taking over as the Super Eagles head coach. He has been in charge of 20 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The win tonight makes it 13 wins in charge of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 6 draws and 1 defeat. And that defeat was not, it wasn't a defeat in regulation time. It wasn't even a defeat after 120 minutes of football. It was the defeat at the playoff final against Democratic Republic of Congo, whereby we lost on penalty shootout. Eric Shell have been excellent. He have been doing a great job with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, knowing fully well that the Super Eagles of Nigeria has this lots of talent, and he was able to actually bring out a team. He has made the Super Eagles of Nigeria a beast of a team that other nations are actually scared to even play against. What a great job Eric Shell have actually done for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But in all of this, when I watch the Super Eagles of Nigeria play football, when I watch them from the group stage to the round of 16, now down to the quarterfinal, the way we play and the way we keep growing in the game, the way we keep growing game in, game out, one question only runs in my mind. Look at how we are playing football, but yet we are not in the World Cup. Kai, it no go better for Pizarro. It no go better for Pizarro. Just look at what you cost Nigeria. The best team in the continent of Africa, but yet we will not be in the World Cup. But I still hold on to this consolation. And the only consolation I'm holding on to is that we go all out to lift the AFCON trophy. Next for the Super Eagles of Nigeria is the host nation, Morocco, in the semi-final. And we hope to see better games of football. I know it's definitely going to be very tough. But then, the Super Eagles, the win against Algeria tonight, have just sent a message. It's a huge statement for the host nation to actually take home. Because what the Super Eagles of Nigeria did tonight, they made football look very simple. They made football look very easy. And kudos to the players that actually understood the game plan of the manager and executed it very, very well. It was an excellent job by the team. Generally, the team performance was classic. The team performance was classic. From the goalkeeper to the attack line, everybody was just up on their toe. Everybody did excellently well. Defensive-wise, it was definitely good to see. Bruno Yemachi, Bright Osai Samuel, the way they actually joined when Chelsea the way they actually joined the attack, if the Super Eagles of Nigeria are pressing high, was definitely excellent to see. The midfield general, talking about Wilfred Ndidi and Alex Iwobi, it was top-notch. Frank Onyeka did excellently well. Ako Adams, his combination with Victor Osimhen up front was top-notch. The Super Eagles attack line of Ako Adams, Ademola Lookman, and Victor Osimhen is one to actually be scared of. Because no matter how good your defense line is, those three guys in front of you will definitely break that defense line to score goals. And that has been one hype that the Algerian national team actually came with into this game. That so far they are the best defense in the competition. They have conceded only 1 goal. But the Super Eagles of Nigeria had the best attack. And what happened at the end? The best attack actually conquered the best defense line, scoring 2 goals. Lucas Zidane, that has not actually conceded a goal, now conceded 2 in 1 match. And it was a clean sheet for Stanley Nwabali. Second clean sheet for Stanley Nwabali in the competition. It was definitely good to see. So far, the Super Eagles of Nigeria has scored 14 goals in this competition. Just 1 goal away to actually equal the record set by the Egyptian national team in 2008, scoring 15 goals in AFCON, the highest scored by a team so far. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria stand a chance to actually break that record. Hopefully, that will happen in the semi-final against the Atlas Lions of Morocco. The Super Eagles' victory tonight against the Desert Foxes of Algeria still means that the Super Eagles of Nigeria has maintained 100% record in the ongoing African Cup of Nations. Played 5 games, won all 5, haven't scored 14 goals and conceded just 4. Plus 10 goals, is definitely good to see. That goes to show that the defense line have actually got their mojo, not conceding any goal. The midfield have actually been added that needed shield to the defense line, and it has been definitely good to see. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, big ups to every players out there that have actually put out their neck. Good ambassadors for the Nigeria, good representative for Nigeria. They actually got the job done in regulation time, and that was just what we wanted. Extra time was a no way, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria got the job done in grand style, defeating the Desert Foxes of Algeria by 2 goals to nothing to book a place in the semi-final. What do you make of the Super Eagles of Nigeria victory tonight? And who was your star performer in tonight's encounter? For me, it was none other than Victor Osimhen, the goal scorer, and also produced 1 assist for Akko Adams. So who was your top performer in the game tonight? Drop your thoughts down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And catch you in the next video.